Hello everybody, hope you're having a fantastic day. Now in today's video, we're going to talk about Xbox Game Pass. Now, as you're all aware, um, this year up to now for Xbox, it hasn't been the greatest. There's been barely any positives. It's just been a complete disaster. Now 2023 needed to start. Well, I say it's been a complete disaster, but the only positive Xbox have had really is Hi-Fi Rush. That's it really. The rest has just been, you know, it's just been not very good. I should say that. Um, Now Game Pass last year was incredible. There was loads of games launching day one. Plenty AAA games, plenty of games to choose from. You could, there was good game. Even though 2022 wasn't a good year for exclusives, it was not a bad year for Game Pass. However, this year it's very, very, very different. Game Pass this year, it hasn't. It's been missing them special games, if that makes any sense. So do you know, like how last year we had Plague's Tale, that was a special game for Game Pass, of course. Atomic Heart, Atomic Heart. Things with Atomic Heart, I don't know if I like that or not. I played a few hours and I liked it. When I got further, and I didn't really enjoy it. But Game Pass in 2023 hasn't been very good. Now, what they need to do is, don't get me wrong, I like indie games. I love indie games. I like certain indie games. No, I don't like all the indie games, but I like certain indie games. What they need to start to do is launch indie games and third party games. So, for example, you could have like 2 or 3 indie games, 4 indie games, and you could have like 5 or 6 AAA games coming on the service. It just seems as if now all they're doing is it's concentrating on those indie games. Now, don't get me wrong, like I've just said there, I don't mind indie games. I really don't. But when they stop putting AAA games on, for example, it could be look at PlayStation, for example. They've just put the Tomb Raider collection on there. Which is incredible games. So PlayStation put Tomb Raider on. They've got loads of Ubisoft games on there. Games like that. You know what I mean? It seems as if Xbox have stopped doing that, which is a bit strange. It's a bit strange. Now, I know people will argue and say Xbox have had plenty of games on this year that are, good. Is it for everybody, though? You need to put a bit of everything for everybody. You know what I mean? Because some people might not like those type of games. You need to put stuff on Game Pass that suits everybody, not just a certain amount of people. You know what I mean? Now, like I said, Game Pass, it still remains amazing. It's brilliant. But I do think this year, it's been poor. It really has. It's been nowhere near as good as last year. Nowhere near. Which is a bit sad, to be honest with you. Now, like I said, we're only in the beginning of the year. We're now in May. But it's been poor this year. It really has. And I think the main reason why it's been poor is we've had no first party exclusives really launched on the service much. Apart from Forza Horizon 5. Psychonauts 2, but that's not an exclusive. That's on PlayStation as well. Apart from Forza Horizon 5, I can't see what another exclusive for this gen that's really came out, to be honest with you. We've got Flight Sim on there, of course. I mean, the only thing that keeps you playing the servers up to now is probably Forza, maybe Sea of Thieves, for example. But apart from that, there's nothing really to look forward to. Now, one game I am looking forward to coming out, which is coming out in 2 days, it's called Planet of Lana. It's like a story game. It looks really good. That's also an indie game as well, but it looks really, really good. It does. But what I'm hoping Xbox do is, when the showcase happens, I do hope we get some, like, for example, this is what I'm talking about. So do you know, like, AAA games when they launch? Like, last year we had, I think it was Rainbow Six Extraction. Yeah, that wasn't a big hit game, but it was a Ubisoft game launching on Game Pass. Games like that, for example. For example, they could have like Assassin's Creed Mirage on Game Pass. That'll be huge. That'll get Game Pass and Xbox sales straight away. You know what I mean? But it seems as if they've stopped doing those deals, which is a bit confusing. But yeah, hopefully in the June showcase, Xbox do announce some top class games for Game Pass. And yeah, I mean we are getting Starfield on Game Pass this year. We're getting Forza Motorsport as well, of course, which is coming. Obviously some other exclusives. I mean, the exclusives. I think if it's only Forza Motorsport and Starfield to come, I think that's still a failure of a year, if you ask me. I think they need at least another one or two exclusives. Maybe Hellblade. Maybe another game that we haven't seen before. Hopefully that happens, but yeah. This year definitely hasn't, up to now, delivered on Game Pass. Now, believe it or not, I was actually considering not getting Game Pass. Because my subscription ran out last month, I think it was. And I was thinking to myself, what, is there any games on the servers at the moment where I want what I want to play? I was actually considering not getting Game Pass, which is the first time ever. Because I've always owned Game Pass since the very start. And then Redfall dropped, which let's just admit Redfall was a disaster. Let's just say that. But there is some good games on there. But at the same time, what they need to do is they need to add some top class triple A games on there. Because all they add at the moment is indie games. Like I said, no disrespect to indie games. I like indie games. But alongside the indie games, you need to put top class games. So people can, buy the service. You need top games to attract people to your service. You know what I mean? And this year, like I've said there, this year hasn't been it up to now, unfortunately. Hopefully at E3, the Xbox Game Showcase, they announced some really good titles that are coming day one to the service. Yes, we've got Lies of P coming out to the service, but that's supposed to be like a Souls game. I'm not into Souls games. I just rage too easily and give up too easily. You know what I mean? But hopefully they announce games that's a bit of everything for everybody. Action games, adventure games, sports games. You get what I mean. A bit for everybody, not just a certain amount of people. So yeah, that's what I want to say about Game Pass. It definitely hasn't delivered this year, but hopefully it delivers when the showcase happens, and hopefully we'll see a few better games on the service. I mean, if you look at PlayStation, I know I keep mentioning PlayStation, but I have to, because I've literally got, if you don't already know, I've got a PlayStation. When you compare PlayStation Plus to Game Pass this year, PlayStation Plus just blows it away completely. Just, so Xbox need to get back on the feet with Game Pass, and hopefully they start to put them AAA games back on the service. Let's hope anyway. But like I said, we'll see what happens next month at the showcase. So thank you for watching the video, guys. If you like the video, of course, please give the video a like. If you're new to my channel, hit that subscribe button. Leave a comment below. Are you subscribed to Game Pass? What do you think of Game Pass this year? Do you think it's been good? Do you think it's been bad? Let me know in the comments. So thank you for watching. You're all amazing. Take care. And a huge shout out to Smarties, Bitcher9, Just for Laugh Streams, and Floppy for being YouTube members. Thank you for watching. Take care. See you in the next video.